do that one.
Ouch, broke my leg.
Sin is 19. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
To be fair, that shtick was done
Checks
in
out.
A.
Oh.
Oh,
Fuck.
Like, part of Sin's strength is definitely his, rather than him being
cover.
individually strong.
All you gotta know is my boy Jack is in the list. Yes. You know, I bet Jack Garland would have loved Devil
How
May
much can
Cry.
you take? Fucking hell.
Yes. Jackpot.
You're not wrong. He is the best Devil May Cry character.
I really may cry now. And I think the swarm is like the best thing at killing it, right?
Oh, when did that harvester get there?
I pinged it.
Was it a Harvester of Sorrow?
See,
No.
of the moon.
Oh, it just popped up his shield back after
See, this list
when I charged off.
is just based in general on someone's saying.
Yep.
Based on the number 1 and number 2 stop.
Actually, it's a consideration to take the recourse into this stuff here.
Like I said, this one is actually done well.
Thank you.
Wait, didn't you say it was an AI overview?
No. I mean, the AI one was also actually decent in comparison to the Gamer Rant one. But, this, CBR one is actually, like, they took the time to actually mull through it.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, there's some weird ones where, like, Sephiroth is not actually that powerful.
Right. So it's like the question. So the question becomes like, is it some of this like how strong they became or how strong they could become?
I was about to say, I
Like-
think it's them in consideration at their peak. So it would be, Genova Fusion Sephiroth.
Everybody here?
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah,
but
get in.
Bob,
Go, go,
get
go.
in first.
Specific bet for Bob. I'm sorry, Bob.
I
Like,
don't have much time before I have to leave. So.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no.
you're not going to be able to do the next one, is what you're saying.
I mean, it depends on how long we're going to take on the next one.
Probably longer than you would like.
Oh,
I don't think it'll take the next 40. We can just rush the main mission if you
Like,
want.
I need to. I probably need to be there like 6:45 or 6 or 7. But I also need to pick up dinner. So.
So
Probably should
you
just
don't
leave
have
now.
time for our next one.
Bye.
Later.
Okay.
では前に出ます
Okay. Oh, how's it going, guys? Oh my god, my eye just keeps watering. Stop! I order you! Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it's my allergies. I think because I haven't had my allergy medication, I am having drainage and the sniffles, and my eyes are like watering over. I think it's just my histamines are basically going crazy. Let me grab today's artwork for you guys. It's a very fully rendered piece. There is no Twitter stream today, and the reason for that is because of media share. I have no idea how Twitter handles DMCA, and I'm not aiming to find out just yet. Okay. Go ahead and get this party started. Hello everyone. If my right eye seems like it's, you know, red, or I'm like rubbing it constantly, you guys know, you'll know what the deal is. But again, hello everybody. Here is today's artwork. Go give the artist some love. It is selectively cropped. Wombat, thank you for the 1 year. Jack, can we get some love for Wombat's first year of subbing? Appreciate it. We're actually starting out today with the alt account because I think I have like only a couple of minutes left. Oh no, okay, so the dailies I guess are already done from yesterday. I thought I needed to do it like right now, so based off that, let me make sure that I don't need to like FP pull. Nope, okay. So I'm just gonna go make a Blapple then here. And not by St. Course, where are we? Up. There we go. I gotta remember to do my Grail casting. I keep forgetting. That's dangerous. Here, let me actually get out of FGO so that it's not playing in the background there. And then we have NA here. We'll go do JP real fast here before that. I am currently on floor 186. We're actually doing pretty solid there. 41 minutes till dailies reset. Yeah, I couldn't remember if I had done them on the alt account, so that's why I was like, okay, hold on, I better go start there just to make sure. Are we blitzballing today? No, we're doing media share tonight. I was doing blitzball earlier though. So again, if you guys want to contribute something towards media share, we have on the Discord the we have the CAD React section. Basically right here under the CAD React section. So get in there and dump your videos in there. No particular theme for today. I do have something I'll be reacting to myself, as it was a topic of discussion in VIP earlier. But I figured let's have a fun day. Again, how's everybody doing? We had some interesting news. Obviously, world news is its own thing right now. Don't need to go there, but basically, I guess it looks like again, like I was talking about this yesterday, but we had the Xbox like announcement of a new console that they're developing. So it looks like they're not actually done making consoles. They are going to keep producing them, but that's just interesting purely from that standpoint, because there was theories that maybe Xbox would give up on making new consoles since it's shifted its focus away from that. And you know, while I always assumed they would make a new console, I definitely think there's some merit to that, like them potentially not doing so. And it wouldn't have surprised me if they didn't. Sorry, again, my eye just going crazy here. We basically had an announcement that, like, supposedly they're going to be doing a new Pirates of the Caribbean, and that they're trying to get the whole crew back together, which is an odd statement given everything that's happened in the past with Johnny Depp. As you guys remember, the whole like trial between him and Amber Heard resulted in basically him getting his name besmirched for a lot of that. And I'm sure to some degree Johnny Depp was complicit in some of it, but like he basically got blackballed. Disney like killed off his contract. He wasn't allowed to be in anything else. So like I'm wondering if behind the scenes they have like renegotiated, but last we heard, Johnny Depp basically said he would never come back even if they wanted him to. So I think short of like, you know, again, maybe like Jerry Bruckheimer and Orlando Bloom getting in his ear and being like, hey, yeah, let's make this happen. Let's do it right. I can't imagine they're going to get Johnny Depp back. And even if they do, is it going to be as good as the old Pirates of the Caribbean was? Because honestly, all of them are just significantly older now. Not even if they offered me 300 million and a herd of alpacas or something. Yeah, like basically Johnny Depp felt slighted by Disney, as he definitely should have. Disney did not wait for any facts to come out. Disney basically just jumped the gun, as frankly Disney had done several times to several different actors within a pretty short period of time there. Like basically in and around, like I want to say this was like late 2010s, basically. Like they kind of did that to several different actors where it's like, oh, you're not like perfectly spick and span, so we're just killing any and all association with you. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of understand, but Disney, you yourself are not spick and span anymore. Like Disney used to be, and in the past that would have made sense for Disney to do. But Disney just looked like a fucking hypocrite with like all the kind of like crap they've been pulling over the years. So at that point, I think a lot of people just kind of soured due to the fact that they did that to Depp, because I think a lot of people do like Johnny Depp, and I think that kind of just pissed people off. But it'll be interesting to see how that one works. Supposedly there is a new God of War game, apparently a Greek game, that I guess was in development, but they're saying it supposedly has been pushed to 2026, which should shock no one. One, it hasn't been that long since the prior release. Two, literally nothing had been announced for this title. And three, like, of course it's going to get pushed back. Like, what, you thought it was going to release in 2025? Huh? Like, we're already halfway through the year, and there's been no announcement of the game at all. Like, so this is just really, really weird announcement. I'm not sure how much that even makes sense. And to me, it's like, it's probably pushed back even further than that. But that's a really, really odd one to me. Oh, also, sorry, did I not post? No, I think I did, but I think I did it on the other tab. There was the artwork again. I think that was kind of it for the major stuff. Also, wouldn't be surprised if Extra Record gets pushed to 2026. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Your last bet for Extra Record is JP's anniversary. If Extra Record is not announced there and given an actual final date, you are not getting Extra Record this year. Like, period. End of story. That's the last major thing that they realistically could announce it at. Them doing it at any other time would just be kind of a blunder on their part. It wouldn't be good for marketing. It wouldn't be good for timing. So I think at that point, they would just really be making the wrong choice. Can't wait for the one episode of Strange Fake this year. No, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. If a second, like let's say we get to like New Year's and a new episode of Strange Fake drops, I am going to, one, ignore it, not watch it. Two, shit on them. And three, deride them for the entire like way that they have handled this. Okay? If we get anything other than an actual season of anime for that show, I do not care. Anything else, I don't care. Because again, there's a point where you just kind of got to like put your foot down and say like, look, this is not how anybody wants this to be handled. And this is way worse than just making us wait. Just make us wait. Say the project's been delayed. Everyone will understand way more than whatever the fuck they're currently doing. 2B Hero? Yeah, I actually love 2B Hero. It's one of the better ones this season, in all honesty. Like, I'm basically watching Go Go Loser Ranger Season 2 on Monday. 2B Hero X on Tuesday. Gundam on Wednesday. Thursday, I think, is Catcher in the Ballpark. And Friday is Rock as a Lady's Modesty. And that's kind of my current lineup. I'm only watching 5 shows. I started out with a lot more, but those are the 5 that I'm like, these are actually good. I'm going to keep watching them. The others I've been like, kind of meh. Like, I'm not going to say they're bad, but they weren't good enough to keep me watching. This may be the first season in a long time I have not watched, like, anything isekai. There are isekai shows this season, I just haven't watched any. It's 9 p.m. JST, so people can't start grinding Grand Berserker till 8 a.m. Eastern Time Friday. Oh no! Whatever will we do? Sorry, I understand you're probably looking for sympathy. You'll just get none from me, from somebody that literally, like, has to wake up and go to work like normal. Because if there's one thing I'm tired of in the Fate fandom, it's the 4 a.m. champions that wake up and, like, beat everybody to the punch. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, normal people literally can't do that. So it's like, I don't really have any actual, like, concern in that regard. I get, like, European people have different time zones and everything like that, but, like, for me, it's like, oh my god, something that doesn't actually fuck me over for once? That's great. I love it. Fantastic. Do more. I will absolutely take that. Don't a lot of people do 4-day work weeks, like 10-hour days, and have Friday off? If you have to ask that question, I question whether or not you are, like, somebody that's actively employed. Because the average person does just work 5 days a week, if not 6. And straight up just kind of like works normal hours. That is the average for a reason. But that's all I'm trying to say is, like, I don't really care. I'm pretty sure even if you were someone like that, odds are you don't want to be that guy that wakes up at 4 a.m. Like, you probably want to enjoy your day off and sleep in instead of the reverse. It's going pretty good, JC. How are you? Other than my allergies are bothering me, apparently. But yeah, I mean, that'll be good, actually. That'll be like a stream at a time that I might actually be able to catch and hang out some for, which is nice. Because a lot of the times I have to, like, lurk in Trouble's morning streams because, like, I'm just waking up. And it's all I can do to, like, pull it open on, like, my mobile app as I'm, like, getting ready for the morning. All right, there's JP done, at least for now. Let's go check and see how much we actually need on this. Okay, that's gold completely done. Yeah, we're basically done with the JP event. Again, I could get more of these statues. I don't really think I need to. I could also get some more mana prisms here. which that's honestly that's probably worth. So I'll do like one more run, grab all of those because that's like 200 mana prisms for that. And then whatever else I have left over, I'll throw into the statues and then just be done with the event. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting. I still have the ladder. Holy shit. I guess I gotta keep going. I don't know what else to do then about that. That's just an oof. There's still 6 more days. Finish floor 100 today? Ah, nice. I would definitely try to get caught up, though, if you can. There's still 12 days remaining in the event, but, well, no, I guess. Has the event not even been out a week yet? When did we get the event? That's pretty long. It is. I mean, don't be surprised if we get campaigns here in like the last week of the tower. And that's kind of the other reason I'm advising people not to just sit on this for forever. Like, take it at your own speed, but my advice is get it done. I'm going to literally finish it here with you guys today because there's no reason not to. Let's not do that. Throw in some foreigners in here, since I can kind of get away with this. Will he get my back line? I feel like a psychopathic whale could finish the tower in 3 to 4 days. Yeah, I was gonna say, Lucario did it in day 1, apparently. Well, you fuck tower events are ass? I don't mind them, but they're definitely tedious. Like, they definitely take a while. That is the issue you run into with these things. Also just gonna put that thing to sleep. I could pre-card this, but that would wake it up from the sleep, so I'm gonna postcard instead. I mean, you say easy, Lucario. I wouldn't categorize it as easy. If only because, like, it still requires you to just sit down and play constantly throughout that time period. I imagine most people just wouldn't want to. Like, that's... Me getting the tower event done has been because I've only been playing it roughly, like, not even a quarter of the time. Like... And that's where it's like... I've just taken my sweet time with it. And I'm still, like, already with 12 days remaining about to finish. Doing 6 slots. So it's like... Yeah, people could easily have been done by now. Don't really want to use my saber faces here. I'm gonna have to keep manually tailoring a lot of this. I just did 3 at the last 50 floors. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's any issue with that. Freedom Mark, get in there. I wish I could freaking spend the AP. That's where it's like, again, you go do your Storm Pod nodes. You make blue apples if you've got nothing else. Again, you can get caught up in story. You can do basically strengthenings and interludes if you don't have them done, that sort of stuff. There's kind of always something to do. Wait, is it 10 stars for his skill? Oh man, that's ass. do it like that. You already make stars? Yeah, I don't have the charge in them right now because I don't have my pen maxed out on them. Which, to be fair, like, this is pretty much the only time that would matter. Uh-oh. I totally inverted that. But that's good. At least Chiron's down. He's the only actual threat there. And then the rare Moriarty NP. I honest to God, I do not use Moriarty very often. Part of that's just, when I need that single target archer, y'all know who I go for. But he's not a bad unit, not by any stretch. I just made blue apples while I was climbing tower. You definitely can. The choice is yours. I've told people, like, don't overmake blue apples. But, I mean, the tower, you're still going to get your 3 runs a day pretty much as long as you're actually playing it. So it's not a huge deal. I can make a Yakuza Legend Chug Mountain Dew to restore MP. Indeed. It's just gonna keep giving me Saber here. Do that. Should be fine. If you had to make a new batch of FP servants, who would you want? Like, are you asking who I actually want to be an FP servant? Or are you asking, like, what type of units do I desire? Because I don't think I particularly want anyone to be an FP unit. Try that. What servants you want to be made FP servants? So, yeah, that you asked the same question twice there. I'm asking for clarification. Specifically, are you asking who, or are you asking what type? Saberface FP servant would not be unappreciated by me. Who do I want to be made an FP servant? No one. That's why I was asking for clarification, because one of those is just a non-answer. If you're asking what types, I have an actual answer for that sort of thing. But if you're asking who, I don't give 2 flying fucks. As I'm pretty sure most people probably wouldn't. Five-star Shinji face. That does everything Oberon does for quick, but then dies? No, Sandman, you don't understand. That would actually be better than Oberon. Because an Oberon that killed himself and rotated the party is actually really good. Like memes aside, that would actually be like best in slot. I don't know what the heck I'm facing in, like, the final node here, so I'm just trying to be, like, cheeky with this. It should be fine. What class do you want to do for the next friend point servant? I want to do the extra classes. Like, we have no, like, low star ruler. We have no, I guess we have a low star Avenger. We technically have a low star alter ego, but that I don't really count Shufu in that regard. Like, she's not offensive. Low star foreigner would be interesting. Low star pretender would be interesting. I don't know if there's any others. Completely overkill on the charge there, but whatever. Don't count bootleg Shiro, yeah. Extra that are general pull would be nice. Yeah, I think that's one of the issues with the extra classes is the extra classes are almost entirely gacha based, and that's not a good thing for the game. If you want extra classes to become more like common and like a bigger part of the game, not allowing for low star variants and like permanently available variants is a bad thing. That would not result in them becoming common like people want. So it really just depends on your stance. To me, if they're going to keep putting extra classes in the nodes, I think it's only fair. But also at the same time, some of the node like levels that we're getting at this point are so high up there that like your 3 stars just aren't cutting it. Get in there, Dobrynya. I need to keep an eye on my backline too. It may suck in somebody I don't want it to use. Let's do the evocation now. Yeah, the evocation is... I said this back years ago when it first came out on JP. I said this was a turning point in the game. This really, as long as they kept up with the evocation festival, that really was going to be a huge deal. And if they didn't, that it would be to the disservice of the game. Didn't charm her. Shit. I've kind of got to blitz this to get it dead. Oh, wait, it's Miss Crane. Never mind. I'm not worried about that. Is she gonna, like, summon someone else? Because otherwise, like, I don't see how Miss Crane here is a threat. I may just have to let Dobrynya go without her card here. Yeah, Europa. I definitely don't be using Europa very often. Europa, to me, kind of needs some love. I get the roster just keeps expanding, but it's also one of those deals where it's like, again, this is why I keep harping on them for their actual, like, buff rate. Because it's kind of been bad. Okay, so she's just going to keep stacking stuff, isn't she? Which means we basically need to go the path of critting. Not that that's appreciably hard, but... Was that, like, she just basically pulled a Shadow Serpent NP there? Where it was just a powerful extra attack? Because that's kind of funny if that's the case. And would you look at that? It literally just gave me the exact same chain again. I'll take it. Yeah, it's not gonna kill though, sadly. Honestly, nothing. I saw some of you guys were like complaining about some of the later floors. I have not had any issue with any of the later floors. Like, I have just kind of walked right over them. I think there was one where I bar broke in the enemy instant charge, and I had to scuff that and go back and pop a skill and then kill him. And that was it. Like, that's literally like the hardest challenge I had so far. Floor 100 looks like the only one that'll be a bother. Yeah, like, I haven't seen, I assume, like, the final floor is somewhat annoying. So I need a moon cancer here. Actually, hold on. What am I doing? I just... Let's let the auto setup do its thing, and I'll just change the ones I don't want to use. What is the final floor, then, though? Like, what classes? Just so I know what to save. Assassin, Archer, Saber. Okay, so I was really smart to save my Saber faces. Give me the quick card, I guess. I'm finally at the last 10 floors. Hey, same. Of not using any 5 stars? Yeah, I could see that. That still wouldn't be that bad. I guess depending on your roster, right? It's Saber, Medusa, and the twins? Okay. I assume with break bars each. Yeah, it's all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna save my stuff as I go through here. Also, definitely seems like most people are done with the tower because of literally I can tell by my stream numbers. People are just not showing up today. Which tells me it's like everyone's just kind of checking out mentally. Not that I blame it, but this is the issue with 3-week events. You get into like the point where it's like, okay, people are reasonably done, and when they're reasonably done, people just stop like interacting with the community during that time period. I finished days ago. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like people could reasonably be done by now. I didn't basically play it all during the weekend. I just took a like obviously I spent down my AP, but like I didn't try to like do anything on the tower really. I'm gonna go for that. Even still, I'm gonna hope that Sanzang kills. She's probably not going to, because this is reasonably flat-footed, but there's a chance. No, she didn't. Oh no, it overkilled. Never mind, she did. Wow. I didn't think that was enough. just looking at the numbers. Sometimes when a unit has a whole lot of hit counts like that, it does just get a little bit rough to like eyeball it. I guess I could have done this. That might have helped a little. I just like hanging out when I can. It's mostly lurking. I appreciate it. Honestly, like, you guys are the ones that keep me coming back. A lot of people are really fickle on this directory, and it just is the way it is. Like, I've noticed, like on days where I'm maybe not doing something that's like the most meta thing, I will literally catch people that regularly watch me in other people's channels. And now it's like, I don't mind people watching other people, but then if I look back and it's like that person's not even lurking me, I just go like, it's like, okay. I just kind of like mentally write those people off when that happens, which is unfortunate. Like, but it's one of those deals where it's like, I care about the people that care about me. I care about the people that keep coming back regardless of what I'm doing. Yeah, it's like they're literally just kind of caught in 4K with their pants down, and I'm just like, well, that is what it is. Like, but the people that I actually like see on a day-to-day basis, y'all are the real ones. Y'all are the ones that like at least you care enough to support, right? But I don't mind people lurking. It's like I would take lurking over like just not even being there at all. At least if you lurk, I know that means you cared enough to lurk. Yeah, I guess I'll put Double X on rotation here. It's kind of made for her. And then I need another Saber. Mordred, get in here. Cuckoo's kind of overkill for this. Just give me Satanta. I don't care. I get the feeling this will be easy. You tower and a Grail front on JP? Which did you want and why? I prefer Grail fronts more. I actually find them more fun. Particularly if they're not bounded within the constraints of something like a Lotto. Like in general, just and even then, I'd still take a Grail front over CQs, over EQs in a Lotto, just because I generally prefer having that. Hello, Cal. How are you doing? I'm the Grand Lurker. I appreciate it. No, that doesn't bother me, Yugi. Do you want to be the 10-year servant this Annie, and who do you think the single will make us be? Who do I want? When it comes to like anniversary servants at this point, I think I'm just kind of like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't care who they choose. But I would say who I think they're actually going to do is I think we're going to get Solomon. To an extent, right? Solomon. Do you have a date for Grand Zerker and JP? It's literally Friday. Basically doing the same as you, finishing the tower. Yeah. And maybe like the next day or two here, we chill out and kind of just play the alt account and do some other stuff. Let's see. I need another archer. I love how like they keep forcing me to use archers right now. I love that they're doing that. Like, hey, we're gonna make the last node an archer, so fuck you. We're gonna keep taxing you by putting in the things that you don't want it to be. My only wish is that the new Annie servant isn't a brand new summer unit. I mean, I assume if it's a male, he probably won't be, but yeah. It is what it is. I think, like, like I've stated my piece on that stuff before. The big reason that kind of like annoys me is just that you get less of a servant by them doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on that arts card effectiveness here. Gonna take the actual chain. Although I should have done it on the assassin. Technically less than P gain, but it's the unit that'll have a harder time killing. Oh, he's scapegoated anyways. Interesting. I couldn't. Yeah, the taunt. I'm so bad when an enemy taunts me. I often like just don't remember that it's taunting. Was Holmes an Annie unit? Yes, I think. It's been so long. I don't remember. Yeah, the second one I was gonna say was Da Vinci first. Wonder if they'll have 2 Annie servants? That sort of thing's definitely possible. Like, I think because it's 10th Annie, you can't rule stuff like that out. But I would bet against it. I have that strange feeling that that's something that they won't do. But is it possible? Yeah, I think anything's possible at this point. I think 10th Annie opens up a lot of stuff. Trebs quizzed us on that earlier today. Yeah, I haven't had to think about it in a hot second. True Shufu is an Annie servant? I mean, yes and no. She definitely shows up at the Annie. She is on the Annie banner. But is she the Annie servant? No. I need yet another saber. God damn, people. You were trying. And an assassin. Hello, Nero. We get a larger summer roster this year since summer follows Annie. Maybe. I think that sort of thing is also like very much in the eye of the beholder. Like we'll see what they do. For the most part, I haven't found any summer to be like a letdown. I think the closest was summer 5 for me. And you know, everyone would be like, "Oh, but Cat, it's because that one doesn't have a saber face," and I would have been like, "Yeah, it's definitely part of it." But honest to God, even then, I think there's only like 2 units I actually care about from that summer. So to me, I feel like that one is probably objectively the worst in my eyes. Like they could have kind of done more otherwise. That's 3 Faith Stay Night Heroines in one. Honestly, that'd kind of be cringe. Like, to me, like some people would go apeshit over that. To me, I would like. I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't like the aesthetic of it or something, but it would at least come across to me as like a desperate play for money, if that makes any sense. Like that, because I think it's going to be the Avenger that's the one alive. Solomon's the any prediction, but which class? Caster, Pretender, Beast? That I don't know. That's definitely my prediction. I could see it being something like a Pretender or a Beast. I think Beast in a weird way makes a whole lot of sense if they go that other angle, but we'll just have to see. Because at that point, if we get yet another Beast, you got to really start calling into question, why are we getting all these Beasts narratively? But I also think that that sort of thing would be likely. Okay, now I can see it. Unfortunately, there's so many enemies in there, I can't really see it. Chaldea the bad guy? Who knows? Were we ever the good guy? Dokuda. I'm showing for some love quick. I like at this point, I'm getting to the point where I'll just be surprised to see it because we've been waiting so long. And they seem to have, at least in the past, adopted the that's kind of annoying. Oh, is it just Heart Evasion? Uh-oh. I don't think anybody here has Sure Hit or Invuln Pierce. That's kind of a dick play. Time to death proc? Yeah, you're not wrong. Thing is, I think I have to hit him in order to be able to death proc him. Let's see. Try sending it here. Like Columbus or Doman? I think in all those cases, that entirely depends on who you like and who you dislike. I think it's that sort of thing's always like up to the player. One man's trash is another man's treasure, and so on. Let's see who wins, chat. Him or me? Gonna be him. I can keep dumping every poison in mankind on him. It's still not going to kill him. Son of a bitch. Well, he's debuffed to all hell right now. That is the good news. There's definitely a shot at this as long as he doesn't get his stupid dodge back. Nice crit. Annoying. I shouldn't. There we go. Get Dokodod. Is this the final stage? No, this is like 90, 95, something like that. That one was just a... They didn't give you a, like, indication that the mechanic would, like, work that way. If they had, I'd have been fine. But, like, I just assumed it's like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to keep playing it as I have to because the dude has it. I didn't feel like backing out yet until I, like, let it play out some. But, like, which I'm glad I didn't. But, like, holy crap, that just was annoying. Archer again. Give me oh Billy. Billy, oh Billy, oh Billy, oh Billy. You've yeed your last haw, Achilles, indeed. Dropping Violet Nanny? I mean, they could. I just wouldn't expect it at this point. Gonna put the quick card last there, generate some stars for the next turn. Bye-bye, Bryn. Okay, it's the Okita show, I guess. That is going to be a mighty powerful Buster card. Yeah, that, I want to wager that was somewhere around 100k, which is, for a 3-star, that's kind of nuts. Ugh. A new swimsuit for Paladin Mash? That'd be interesting. That being said, they probably gotta like cool down on giving her more outfits. She already has the most in the game, and it's not close. Get another saber. Holy shit, if you did not have archers at the end of this, this thing is designed to just kick you square in the balls. That's what that feels like to me. Number 10 is probably going to be only new servants, and I'll be sad. I don't think so. I don't think they'll only do new servants. Don't have a star bomb. Do it like that. Not really gonna matter. We can go with the mighty. Speak of the Umu, and she shall appear. I'm doing all right, Sarth. How are you? Number 10 is the last chance for Summer Medusa. If it doesn't happen there, it's Jover. Okay, so why do you say it's the last chance? What basis do you have for such a claim? Some of y'all throw out some absurd, like ultimatums, basically, sometimes. I guess if the game ends, it's the last opportunity. But I don't think the game's ending. Let's gray this shit up. Let's not use both anti-females in one. Use casual Semiramis gameplay again. My sources, I made it the fuck up. You know, that's actually respectable. Yeah, according to Takeuchi, they'll still be around for 11th Annie, so... Oh, excuse me. It's definitely my allergies. Holy shit. Ugh. Quick cards it is. Well, that's just a no-brainer. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to press that, but okay. How goes the tower climb? We're almost done. Already. God, it has been a hot second since I've used Jackson P. What about a Saber version of Lartoria? Theoretically possible, but also, like, improbable. I feel like they made me use every single class that I needed for the last node prior 10 nodes. Ooh, spicy. Break bars, huh? This could get bad. gonna NP seal her ass. We're gonna focus on Morgan. Morgan's the real threat here. That worked out perfectly. Holy crap. Let's see if Balbon gets an instant charge. That's pretty much the only thing that can mess this up. Attack down's definitely a little nasty there. Oh, and drain. Ew. What the fuck is that drain? Holy shit! You drained me multiple times! I guess it was both their break bar effects, but goddamn. Yeah, I gotta try to get to Bryn's NP. This is not gonna be easy. Gonna go ahead and pop that because he is very likely to get yeeted here. 10% shy. You're not stopping Balbon. You play to kill Morgan here before she gets an NP off. There we go. Well, now I'm really glad that I popped his guts. Oh my god, that curse just nasty. I shouldn't be getting drained anymore, though. So this should result in a Bryn NP. I don't remember if Balbon's the beloved. I don't think she is, but... Damn. Record time for Ku dying there. But unfortunately, she was not ready for the Y pose. She is getting HP ups, though. Interesting. The blatant Ku hate. Listen. I did not expect it to go this way. Oh, come on. Stop stalling. At least we got a skill seal off. We are literally playing Roma to victory. There's no other play here. Wait. Oh, it's one turn guts. Fuck! I was thinking it was 3. God damn it. That's actually really bad. Oh, fuck. That is really bad. long as she doesn't, like, completely kill me off here, I'm good. Okay, I'm fine. You done fucked up, Aaron. Why pose to death? Yeah. That one, like, I have no idea how that fell apart so hard, other than she just gimmicked the ever-loving fuck out of me. Like, that fight was just designed to punish you if you tried to go the distance. And I still did. I got punished, but I got my way out of the punishment. All right. Floor 100, chat. 100. And I'm going to let the auto setup just absolutely yeet us this one. Let's see. What are we running? So we've got all three of them. Like, I assume there's probably break bars at play here. Actually. Morgan is the real threat? Morgan was the real threat. If Morgan got off a single MP, my entire comp died. Auto chose Lartoria, good choice, AI. It's because the AI auto chooses your strongest units of that class first. Interesting. Well, Setheno can death proc me all she wants. I'm not using any males here. Morgan taunted? Oh, okay, bet. Bet. That ain't gonna work for you how you think it is. Okay, never mind. That might work for her how she thinks it will. I may regret just blitzing this. 0 damage. As she bar broke the other two. Come on, man. What level of resistance is this? Oh, now the special defense is removed. How nice of you. Oh, and we're instant NPing. Like what? Alright, you gonna pay for that one. You gonna pay for that one, game. You gonna pay for that one. A fucking taunt! I'm just sending this. Medusa is gonna regret it now. You protect your sisters, you die. Debuff immune? Yeah, I was trying to do it to Setheno and I forgot that I was being taunted. Like, I've majorly fucked this up and I'm still probably gonna win it. Unless Atheno somehow does something that she doesn't normally do. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, if you can somehow death proc females, then maybe I'm in trouble. Which then means you are actually the only problem. Take that, Uriel. Damn, almost. This is a Saberface revenge here. Oh, you bitch. You fucking slut. You are getting NP'd again. This is Saberface only cards here. She tried to kill my wife. For that, she gets ulted. And there you go. It's a 4-turn. I mean, like I said, I could have played that way better, but yet again, I went in blind. I didn't know the mechanic. I just fucking forced it, and it worked. That is the level of, like, when you start having 120s and P5s, sometimes you can get away with crap like that. Doubly so if you just play well. Which I didn't. Like, I didn't even play well, and I just got away with it. I guess I didn't play well at first. I played well after I made all my mistakes. There you go. We are traversed. And the tower is done, and there is nothing in the event shop. Oh, I guess we got more heal portraits because of that. All traverse rewards are done. I completed every single floor. There's like, so some people leave the like 10 AP floors until later. I usually don't. I usually just do it. More fun when doing it blind. I mean, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's frustrating when they give you like a crap mechanic or something. Like, I think the only floor it was actually like bad was that like, what was it, 450 or whatever, where they pulled out Kirei. That was the only one where it was like, oh, you just, if you went in blind, you lost. And it's like, thank you, that was unfun. You should not have done that. But otherwise, it's like, I didn't mind the mechanic itself. They should have just warned you about it a little bit, I think. But yeah, I didn't think it was like that terrible of a tower event. It definitely helped this time around being able to read the story. It gave everything context. It made everything matter more. And it didn't feel as tedious as when I played it on JP. That being said, this is still the singular most tedious tower event that we have ever had. Easily. None of them have even come close. And part of that, like I said, it's the fact that like from 450 onward, all you fight are servants. And that makes things kind of annoying. If they had managed to like make that better, they would have sped things up, and I don't think this would have been as bad. But it is what it is. You have to do the 10 AP ones too before floor 100. Oh, I wouldn't know. I literally just did them all as they appeared. I did not stop. There was no like, oh man, better like take my sweet time with that. Like, because again, some people left the 10 AP floors till the end, thinking, hey, you know, like that way I can preserve some of my like units and stuff. But it's like, to me, you don't want to do that, because then you're leaving all of the kind of like more challenging ones until the end. And it's like, I'd rather just rotate them in as they appear. That way everything is hunky-dory. Okay, so we should have relog here. This is the alt account, if chat remembers. Not going to be doing too much here today. Just kind of trying to get dailies and stuff done. What do I have left? Wild Beast for that. And complete the first Singularity. Nah. Should be able to do a free pull. Unless that's at midnight. Oh, here. Already up to 93 quartz. That's a command code. Yeah, this is just going to be a little rough until we actually start getting FP regularly. Not having FP on a new account just hurts. Because there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Also, I have managed to get the event 3-star craft essence from the FP rolls an insane amount of times already. Like, an actual insane amount of times. Look at this! Look at... people would kill for that luck! And meanwhile, this is a new account that can't even do the event, and I don't give two shits. Like, what? I have maybe rolled out. Maybe, like 12k FP. That's a weird amount of luck. Yeah, I don't know why it's just, like, been a thing. Is what it is. You say it's difficult to get event Cs? It is. It actually is. Like, that I cannot fathom. That is the equivalent of, like, chat, the odds of that is like the odds of pulling a Black Grail. I'm not even kidding. That's how, like, stupid that is. Okay, still good on this end. Again, we're actually not doing too bad account progression-wise. We kind of have some devoted units of each class, just about. I think, let's see. Saber is one of my weakest at the moment. Archer, we're still okay. I definitely need someone besides Arash. Kentucky's definitely going to be my carry rider for a while. Lancer, we could definitely use some more Lancers. The fact that I basically just have Roma and Protoku is pretty ass. I guess Leonidas is not bad, but keeping Leonidas at level 1 is also, like, probably the ideal at the moment. Caster between Nito and Waver, we're fine for now. Assassin, I could definitely use, like, you definitely use a higher rarity assassin not named Setheno, but that's just gonna be a thing. And then, yeah, we're actually not doing too bad. AoE Berserker would be a good pickup. Sometimes the game likes US players more. I mean, maybe. We'll probably just advance story here a little bit. Shouldn't take long. Fun part is I can't even do like even if I wanted to, I cannot do grail casting on this account because again, we have not like gotten nearly far enough in the story. Yeah, I was talking with Avalon about this. There's definitely like some hiccups going on with LD player for me, and it may be that I'm keeping LD player open too long. But if that's the case, that sounds like there's like some sort of memory leak if that's the case, and that's not good. I've given up hope trying to get event Cs from FP. Yeah, most of the time I don't bother unless I just like really need to. Because again, you can complete events without a C at all. Definitely need some more pages. Do it like that. And honestly, it's not been bad going through Orleans here. I think the problem is going to be as we start getting into like, even Septum probably won't be too bad, but as we get into like Okeanos, you're going to get some health value increases, and that's going to start to make things a little bit spicier. He would not have killed without that crit. Waver, you son of a bitch. How would you not have killed? I'm just gonna let her send that. These are all undead. They're literally gonna get death procced even with a level 1 skill for Nito. Yeah, I guess except the zombie, but yeah, again, these early ones are just super easy. All right, there we go. For Keo Lancer. So, chat, does anyone know why I didn't level Keo Lancer? Like, off the record, does anyone know why I didn't choose to make her my go-to? Because it's actually really easy. She's not that great. I mean, that's maybe like putting it in layman's terms. But does anyone know the specific reasons? So, no battery. Now, even if a unit doesn't have a battery, like you can see, like I'm leveling up like Caesar, right? Her kit is not particularly conducive towards being a main Lancer. Also, the damage issue. Yeah. She doesn't have survivability. She doesn't really have damage output either. Like, oh, well, does that mean she can't do damage? No, it's just literally my 3 stars will outdamage her in the end. So why should I bother investing in her right now? Knowing full well that if anything, she actually demerits herself. And at that point, I'm going to say, yeah, she's a pickup. She'll be good down the line. But like for right now, this really just does not matter. That's how I'm choosing to look at it. Like when I saw her, I picked her and I was like, oh, that's an okay pull. But like, unfortunately, I can't use that right now. It was my very first thought. Yeah, so it's like you either do so much damage that you're able to carry, or like that. You either do so much damage that you're able to carry, or you basically end up in an environment where you are just tanky enough to survive. Both those things are useful to a new account. She does neither of those things. So that's kind of the issue. If I were to level her up and use her, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it also wouldn't be that great. Probably only the werewolf's gonna live. At NP1, I doubt Keo would actually outdamage an NP5 3-star. I'm gonna be real with you. At NP1, I doubt Keo would outdamage like an NP3 3-star. So it is, and I'm not kidding here. It is very fast that like that Proto Coup, for instance, is going to be able to outdamage her. And that's where like if I look at that, I just go like, yeah, no, I'd rather wait. Better welfare the Evo Festival. Let's see, welfare Lancer the Evo Festival. Do we even have anyone right now? On an A at least? I mean, I know JP does, but... And you can see I've kind of just developed this composition. It just works. A la Todd Howard. At least Setheno can shove defense down debuffs on the opponent. Yeah, and Setheno also buffs the party, which is kind of the same logic we apply with Caesar there. Is it kind of goes like, is Caesar that good? No, not really, but at least Caesar can buff other people. And that's how you end up in that that decision. And making the right choices, choosing who to level for an early account really matters. It really does. It doesn't mean you can't do it without it. Like, you can level the worst servants and you can still get away with a lot, but, like, it's not gonna go well for you if you play that way. You will definitely struggle. You will definitely have issues. Whereas, like, with me, especially with Evocation Festival, like, getting Jerker already, this is just insane. This is just a really, really good pickup early in the game. I have a very high-quality, high-damaging Berserker this soon. And it's like, sweet. That's just even better. Dagger the cards here. Herc was pretty good when I started my main account. Problem with Herc usually is Herc's a little bit rough early on. Like, in the same way that, like, Jerker is, he's definitely going to be capable damage-wise. The issue is going to be keeping him alive. But again, if you're carding through and you're able to do stuff like this, it really doesn't matter. I need to get Jerker her third skill unlocked, though. That'll actually really help. And right now, pages are the primary limiting factor. Blue, thank you. It's sad, but I like her design. Yeah, I've always kind of knocked Keolancer for being sort of aimless. I don't hate the character. I don't hate the character's design. I think the actual, like, combat design, like the actual kit, is the problem. They have not really given her a way to stand out, and the kit is not really good enough to consider taking over several other options. So I feel bad for Keo fans, because it's like, oh, we got our summer version, and their summer version is just kind of lackluster. Okay, so that's dailies over here. We also got the weekly done. We're literally so close to just getting the Story Clear support campaign finished there. I have 140 mana prisms. Could buy keys. At this point, it's probably just to sit on it. Bows are actually the best, like, bang for my buck value early on here, if not for tickets. And there's so much crap to buy. Actually, I have a rare prism yet. I do not. I was gonna say, I think I need to get basically like Jerker leveled up or something for that. Either Jerker or Kintoki through their final ascension would get me the prize there, so to speak. Wow, that is close. Kind of a waste of QP, but that's so little QP, I just don't care. Gonna Cinder. I think it's for Oberon, he'll be here soon. Do we know what banners we have coming up? Oberon's definitely a good pickup, but I'd prefer a more challenge-oriented support early on if I can. Oberon will be difficult to use in the sense that my damage is going to be highly volatile on an account this early. Summer? It's still a ways off. I'd honestly, rather than Oberon, I'd rather get Castoria Berserker on this account. That sounds insane, but, like, actually true. Backing this out some. All only. Merlin or Castoria, both those would be fantastic. Oberon would still be a good pickup, don't get me wrong. Just Oberon as a DPS? Yeah, that's basically what I would do. Like I said, the only issue would be, like, I'd have to head math some of his, like, some of his third skill usages, because, like, basically I could end up just bricking the unit, and bricking the unit early on a, like, new account is lethal. Like, you will just get your backline wiped. $64 versus $54? Yeah, send it. God, 500k QP, though, is not insignificant. This nipple steal. Shelter's getting there, I see. Yeah, basically, I just wanted to unlock her third skill. I could get the rare prism here and get a taunt C, but party cost is still so big of an issue that I probably don't need to. And with her at 60, she easily outscales all content that I'm about to throw her into. So that's not a problem. Take a look at her skills, though. What do I need? I'm gonna need somebody else to have Berserker stuff. The charge doesn't scale here, but the damage does. It's actually just easier if I go about it like this. NP gain rate could be nice here for carding with her. But honestly, don't really care. Sadly, you don't get a whole lot of value for leveling up Jerker skills. That is actually like one of the bigger problems. Like, her skills are just kind of meh. And actually, I know she's going to cock block me on shells. Yep. So, oh wow, and she's pages? Yeah, no, I'm not going to invest in her skills then. There's not value there to that. I'd rather focus on getting charge skills online for right now. Like, for instance, if I had enough Rider Gems there, I could do Kentucky. We are coming back on the caster training ground day, though. Her skills are more simple, yeah. Still good, though. Just, like, I don't need to invest in them to get a lot of value out of it. What did I need for a Rash's Ascension? I'll get that and Okeanos guaranteed, if not Septum. Need to be careful with that. He's fine. Ugh. That's a big no-no, Caesar. You're not getting Ascended, that's for sure. Pure Prism shop info time. It's definitely something I can do, but I know these early singularities with these early materials are not bad. Where you want to use the Pure Prism shop, you want to use it when you need access to a material you can't get easily. What do I mean? I mean, again, I like to use this as an example, right? So, where did I put her? So you got Jerker here, right? What if instead it was Morgan Le Fay? Okay, what if somehow I got my hands on her? And then you come on down here and you're like, okay, material's not too bad here. Oh fuck, Egg's kind of annoying for Ascension. And then you look and you start looking at these skills and you see this. You see this quadrant. And I'm not talking about pages. I'm talking about these materials. You're not getting these materials. Not anytime soon. That's where Pure Prisms comes in. So if you get a unit that has mats that you can't possibly get for quite a bit, because you're going to have to advance a lot of story to get to them, that's your sign that Pure Prisms have a lot of value there. That's going to help you get caught up. That's going to get units up and online early for your account. That will help carry your account. And I've talked about that before, this concept of a carry. You guys see it. It's exactly all that I'm doing here. I am literally creating carries already on this account with Nito, Chris, and Jerker. Those two are going to carry me through so much content, it's not even funny. And that's, like, you guys have seen, I'm not even taking friend supports. I'm just taking the story support because it gives even more FP. Like, it's just literally, you can abuse these factors to help yourself out. Check to see if any of the banners changed, and it does not look like it has. Basically, the Epic Remnant OC and LB materials? Yes. Yes. If you feel like you can't get to them, that's your sign. And don't worry about skills too much early on in the game is generally a good idea. Because skills are a hefty investment. You know what? I regret that. Let's not do that. Go with Ellie. Because it's an actual counter here. I'm gonna do like one more run here. Do you plan on using the GSSR at all? I kind of don't want to. It's so fucking tempting to just like pull out like a $5 bill, slap it down on the table, and get a free SSR. But I feel like this needs to be done free to play. This needs to be done in a way that, like, I'm not doing anything that your normal person couldn't do. And already you guys can see I've still managed to like get lucky in ways that like your average person's not gonna get. This is a 6 enemy wave. Waiver carding like less than 6k with his own attack buff on is wild to me. Especially because he's at level 80, so he's not getting that much more attack power. Be a real shame if Nito just said night. Oh. The pure free-to-play account. Yeah, I mean, again, I think a lot of people are like, oh my god, I can't believe CAD's doing this. And, like, this actually shouldn't be surprising to you guys. My JP started out that way. My JP was a Quartz account. But other than that, it was completely free to play. It did, like, nothing for years. And then finally, I was just like, all right, I guess I'll start spending money. Actually, that's not true. It was GSSR only. But even then, like, it... And I talked about it, it's like, it didn't have, especially in the early years, it did not have, like, significantly more than, like, a normal free-to-play might have. Not gonna matter, that Nito Chris Buster card's not doing anything. I would still really like to break down why Jalter speaks German and not French. Oof. Junie? Oh no, like, that I get. But it still doesn't necessarily explain the language choice. Because it's actually, like, highly ironic, given everything. Gratuitous German, yeah. Yeah, I think German is the coolest language. Right. But, like, this is also, like, the French maiden speaking German, which is kind of like sacrilege. And then someone's gonna go, well, it's because she's an alternate. And I'm gonna go, yeah, but they've never actually, like, explained that. So it's just kind of ironic. Beautiful. Absolute cinema. I can tell you, I already know. I'm not gonna do it yet, but it's gonna be Meteor Horseshoes. I know. I know from experience. It's gonna be Meteor Horseshoes. That is gonna be the first one that I end up having to take. Okay, we can do an FP spin here. We can do several FP spins. I guess I got some out of the mailbox there. Servant. And they're new. Archer. Paris? Yeah, I was gonna say. The second it was bronze and it was new, it had to be Paris. Paris is not awful, but that is not an early investment. Gotta get those horseshoes for Ushi? Yep. Yep. You're mowing down Orleans, the Wyverns with Zerker John? Yes. Salome. A little bit better there, but unfortunately, with us having Jerker, this is just a non-issue. Like, I'm just not, like I would be like, ooh, a single target Berserker here that actually has a pretty decent niche. But no, I'm just gonna straight up use Jerker. She's much more usable. We did get another copy of Matahari there. Do you need Ushi if you have Kentucky Rider? Do you remember LB5? Got another copy of Rash. Alright. New servant again. Caster. Oh. Medea. Yes. Chat, Medea gets a lot of shit from people in the community. Those people are idiots. Medea does not do good damage. Medea still is really useful. Really freaking useful. Actually, not a bad pull. We got 3 servants there. Buff strip acquired? Yep. Yep. Okay, Arash gets stronger. Wonder who our first NP5 will end up being. Ugh. Pick one, I guess. Ooh, Stereos is NP4. It's probably going to be him. And you can already see just how common the like 1 and 2 stars are, even compared to the 3 stars. Like, I've already gotten most of the 1 and 2 stars. Whereas the 3 stars, there are plenty I still don't have. Plenty. Because I had no other options. Oof, that's definitely a little rough. But I mean, like, still, it's better than nothing, right? Like, and a lot of people will sit there and deride her ability to deal damage, but a little bit, Medea is an actually like loopable single target caster, so you can get away with a whole lot with her, even though she doesn't do very much for, how should I put it, like extra or like actual damage output. It's like she'll live and die off of just being able to get back to another NP over and over again and just kind of keep doing her job. Her skill 3 was also useful. Yeah. That's kind of the issue. A lot of people in the FGO community still kind of get stuck with the old way of thinking, where like for years they have told themselves X character is bad and they never like reevaluate that. Let's chat. Let me be right back. Just gonna go to the bathroom real fast. Okay, sorry about that. I don't even know why I had to go to the bathroom. I don't even feel like I drank that much. Yeah, that's probably all we'll do here for tonight on this account. Again, I'm not super rushed for time. I will start to blitz story a lot more because I've kind of gotten some of the units on and up and online and kind of like working, right? I have to get Orleans done for that quest because, again, I'm not going to throw away free quartz. Like, you guys can see, literally, we're already up to 101. That number just keeps going up every day. Part of that is being a new player. The other part of that is that's just FGO. And it's one of the things I really try to hammer into you guys is that it does actually matter. You playing the game, you getting your dailies and weeklies done, that stuff adds up over time. And when players don't do that, like whenever I go on Twitter and I see people saying like, oh yeah, you can't save up to pity, like FGO's stingy, it sucks, like I hate this game, and it's like I see that sort of stuff and I'm just like, they're not actually playing the game. And it's obvious they're not. FGO loves giving tons of sank courts to players that log in and play. Exactly. And it's like, I get it. It's like maybe people just don't want to waste their time on it. It's like, but that's not the game's fault necessarily. Like, it's the game's fault to make itself attractive to you, but it's not the game's fault if you just don't want to be asked to do anything. That's just on you at that point. You get 3 pities each year. I've done the general calculations. Yeah, and like, I haven't done the calculations. I've just done 3 pities in a year, so I know. Like, I kind of understand through actual experience that, like, this is the generalistic idea and amount of courts that you get in the game. And I think a lot of people really want to, like, say that you don't, but, like, you do, unless you're just kind of, like, doing something that you shouldn't be. You should be fine. And a lot of people just go around the like, oh man, I saved up 100 courts, I'm going to YOLO it. That's a strategy that I'm going to employ on this account. That's not a strategy that most people should employ. Like a new player doing something like that, who the fuck cares? A veteran player doing something like that, you're just not playing smart. You're literally just YOLOing, and it's like, I guess it's fine. There's no issue with YOLOing, other than you kind of lose the right to complain. Like, it's like, you're going to get what you're going to get. You're also just not going to get a whole lot. That choice is yours. But if you play that way, you got to understand, it's like, you're not going to get every unit. It just is the nature of the beast. It's a gacha game. If you got every unit, they wouldn't make any money. So that's, again, just something that people got to understand about this game. The 3 exchange tickets a day help too. Yeah, they definitely do. They are definitely nice. Like, again, I haven't even seen. Yeah, we're sitting here. We basically. So I got 9 more courts there. So I basically have 110 plus 11 tickets. So in like 10 more, we'll basically have 5 multis. 5 multis is a lot. 5 multis is like, I will probably get something good out of a attempt on a banner. Will I get the SSR? Not guaranteed, but that's definitely going to move things along quite a bit. So it's like, I just kind of, I often wonder what it is that people are doing and how they're playing the game. And it's one of the reasons why I'm making this, because I've seen you guys come in and say we've got new people in the channel every now and then, and people come in and like, oh man, you can do this, you can't do that, and I'm just like, I've done it all before, so I know you can do it. And when I've done it, I did it at like a harder time in the game's history, not like now where you actually have like evocation free units and stuff like that. So it's like, kind of people make a big deal about this stuff, and I get that it's like it's difficult, or you maybe aren't sure how to do it, but that does not mean that it's impossible. And I've tried to really help people out. And my advice to you guys in general is, if you think something is impossible, it's a good idea to instead take a step back and ask yourself, is it actually impossible, or do I just not know how? And if I don't know how, maybe I should go ask Cat. It is literally like something that you can do, at least with me. I don't know about other people. Other people might not have the answers to the questions. I might not have an answer to your question. If I don't, we can always look it up. That's always the stance I've had in this game. With their back buttons and easy looping, I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. That is actually like tangible quality of life that really helped out. You probably get close to pity by the time Castoria Berserker comes. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not like hard up on Castoria Berserker so much as just I'm going to be very opportunistic with this account. I'm just going to go after things that I think really help this thing out. And if it does, and I can manage to get my hands on it, perfect. FGO is not a marathon. Or sorry, not a sprint. It is a marathon, right? Like, it's one of those deals where you're not going to get every unit that you want, especially if you're free to play. Like you're going to try to get a unit and you won't get them. You have to accept that. And instead, you can choose to look at it like this, chat. If this is a glass, you can choose to look at that glass as half full or half empty. The choice is yours. I usually choose to look at roles from a half full perspective. Because if I look at it from a half empty perspective, I'll never be happy. I will always just hate this game. So a lot of what I've always done with you guys over the years, I see where you drew it, yeah. A lot of what I've always done over the years has been to basically try to give you guys that perspective. Try to instill that idea, that methodology, and that play style in you. I'm not going to say I had the best way to play this game, but my way has been proven over the years and corroborated kind of by the devs. And if you think about it, it's because it kind of makes sense. My way of playing the game is playing the game the way the devs want you to. And if you play the game the way the devs want you to, you're naturally going to be successful. I gave the game's patience. Yeah, always has been. Always will be. You could definitely get lucky early, and sometimes crazy shit happens in this game, but, like, you always gotta assume that you're not going to get lucky. But I got the ones that helped me out the most, so it's fair game for me so far. Yep, and I think that's just how to look at it. Okay, chat. What is exit LD player there? We are also, and I'm sorry for this, YouTube people, I'm going to end stream on you guys' side because YouTube is getting copyright happy again. We're going to be doing another media share night. Feel free to come over and watch it on Twitch, or even I am live as well on Kick, so you guys can check me out in both those locations. And I'll see what people have put in here and react to it. I also have a fun little thing I'll be reacting to here right at the beginning, so... Again, I'm going to end stream on the YouTube side now. Thank you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow if I don't see you guys over here.